My bad, y'all. My damn alarm went off and it fucked up my video. That shit crazy, gang. So I got to part 2 this. But like I was saying, you know, these women are coming out, and most deaths is, you know, if something happened to them, we know it's the government, because most deaths ain't natural. Cancer ain't no natural death. Dying of pneumonia ain't no natural death. Dying of a heart attack ain't no natural death. Natural death is when your body has reached its full limitation, it has went through its full growth process, to it's reached the point where it's ready to shed. You're ready to shed this vessel, this skin, like a snake, like a butterfly. You're metamorphosizing. People don't know that though. We ain't gonna get too deep into death, so we just gonna stay on 3D plane. Death is when a nigga gone, but you're really not. But we ain't gonna get into that. So if anything happened to these women, we know what's up. Point blank period. And they're gonna come out. And this is motivating this is gonna motivate even people. I'm glad I saw that, because that's gonna motivate people in their local communities to speak out on their own families, or in teachers. Nigga, let's not forget, it ain't just in the households. You got teachers, doctors. Bro, I told niggas before, you have niggas, weird people like men and women that will study something to be a doctor, or a specific type of doctor at that, or a teacher or a tutor for years, just so they can get close to children and do weird shit to little children. Especially doctors, where they can examine little children to the fullest. You know what I mean? You got niggas that will train years for that, just to do that, because they get off of that. They get off on shit like that. Sick shit like that. I encourage every victim out there to speak up. Don't be scared of these niggas. These niggas some bitches. That's why they do shit like that. Call out their names. State them niggas. Put out pictures. Show us what they look like. You feel me? Now to you motherfuckers that be making up fake great cases and shit like that, y'all need help. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not speaking to y'all, the motherfuckers that make up fake cases on niggas because, you know, you did some shit to this nigga in the past and he don't fuck with you no more. Now you want to try to bring up some shit and turn it into some shit that ain't even happened. Basically making up some shit so that way you can bring a nigga down because you see him coming up. Like, nah, we ain't talking about that. Y'all get the fuck up out of here. We talking real victim. Because now you, to the people that make up fake cases, y'all making it look bad on the real victims. Because when the real victims, you gotta know how humans is. The boy who cried wolf. You do some shit, now niggas, when somebody really come with some shit that's really happened to them, we look at them like, well, how we know you not making up some shit? How we know you ain't just crying on some fake shit just to get our attention? Like, now you don't, that's how humans work. You niggas need to understand the psychology of most humans, nigga. Everybody, nigga, even me. I would be the same way. Like, okay, hold on, nigga, we don't had this happen 3 times already. How we know this 4th time ain't fake? You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all making it look bad on them. For real. So don't do that. But anyways, back to the real victims. Y'all keep speaking up. Talk about this shit. So that when you talk about it, you're gonna keep motivating others. You're gonna be that light that motivates others and more others. We're gonna start to, and when all these people start coming out on all the shit that happens to them, we're gonna realize how sick America really is, gang. Really the world. Really the world. The world. Let's not forget, overseas motherfuckers can marry children as young as 9, 12 years old. That's why here, the youngest age that a individual can consent to sexual intercourse with a person above their age is 16. The legal age limit is 16 in America. It shouldn't even be 16. The minimum should be like 20. Because anything with teen in it, you kind of pushing it. 19 and shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't bump into some 19-year-old women. I'd be like, damn, I ain't know you was 19. I thought you was about maybe 20, 21. You feel me? Just because of their maturity. Because, you know, women mature faster than men. This is scientifically proven. But it's not just for women. This goes for, you know, young boys too. I feel like the limit should just be pushed to 20, nigga. Because you got motherfuckers that be 50, 60 years old trying to get with a damn 20-year-old, 19-year-old. That goes to show how these motherfuckers probably been 20, 30 years old messing with 16-year-olds and shit. Like, what's wrong with the grown women? Nigga, I love me some grown women. Y'all better quit playing. I will smash a 50-year-old woman if she still look good, nigga. You got me fucked up. You 50, you still looking like that? I know I probably can't get no kids up out of you. I'll go to the the 30 years olds and 20s, for that. But 50, I still give you your little fun, yeah. And I be seeing them too. I be like, damn, you 50, your body like that, and your face still pretty, like shh. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Some of y'all old little cougars out there, y'all be about to reel me in, but I be like, hold on. I know during her younger years she was fucking. I know it. Cause she's still carrying that energy, that Sakubai energy on her, oh God. But anyways, like I was saying though, that's why in America the legal age limits, they would, if America could, but they know we so different over here. We think different. They know we so deep into morality and ethics, nigga. They like, damn, we can't. If they could, they would push it further back to like 12, 13, because that's how weird your American government is. You feel me? You just don't know what they be doing behind closed curtains. To all the victims, speak up. You will start to see how prominent this shit will become. When we see the amount of people that start coming out, you gonna be like, damn, this what the fuck has been going on here? And then when people start naming big names and shit, and then you got multiple people naming the same big names as once, be like, oh, so you was involved in this involved? Like, a lot of shit is gonna connect the dots, nigga. We need people to speak up on that shit. We have to. And we gotta find these babies, nigga, and these women, these young men and women that ain't seen the day of light, bro. There's people out there right now. I was just thinking that shit playing Deadlock yesterday, bro. That shit kind of fucked up my whole gameplay during that whole round, nigga. It just hit my head out of nowhere like, hey, remember, it's kids out there that ain't seen the day of light. I'm like, fuck. And I'm just sitting there telling myself, being grateful, because you gotta remember, we were all kids at some point that could have got snatched, nigga, by this. And it ain't just your government, it's the niggas just beyond them, these ETs, nigga. These reptoids that niggas is talking about, and these grays that niggas is talking about, and these Pleiadians, the tall white Nordics known as the Aryan race that Hitler was always talking about, like the Aryan race, the superior race, the race with all white skin and pure blue eyes and pure blonde hair. That's the fucking Nordics, the tall Nordics, nigga. They not even really an ET race, nigga. They're just a higher civilization of the Nordic gods, nigga. Or the Norwegian people out in Norway. That's all. Every species of human on this planet has a superior form of itself. Let me just say that. But niggas gotta speak up about this shit. You feel me? You can't be afraid to speak up about this shit. We were all kids at some point that could have been snatched up by this system. You feel me? Like I said, the shit hit me yesterday. I'm just like, damn, man. That's why I'm even talking about it right now today. The shit was still on my heart and shit like that.